is Emily Scott Robinson, and I'm a singer-songwriter and dear friends with Michaela Ann, who's asked me to share a little bit of my own experience for the If I Wanted Your Opinion campaign, a song by her and Mary Bragg, which I absolutely love. And so I was thinking today about my experience as a woman in the music industry, and I realized that I've developed this coping mechanism where when I'm done with a show, I make sure that I have kind of this strong energetic boundary or force field around me, because I very often get unsolicited opinions and advice from people after I play a show, especially at the merch table. And to be honest, it's usually from older white men. And there's a bit of a power dynamic. Not a bit of a power dynamic. There's a significant power dynamic between older men and younger women in the music industry, and older men and younger women in general. Most of the men who give me advice aren't even in the music industry. But I wanted to share a specific example of a time in which I received advice that just didn't jive with my heart, and I knew that, and I trusted that. And it has to do with being a bright, happy, young, pretty girl who sings very sad songs. I really like to play with this in my songwriting process and in my experience as an artist. I like to cover the whole human experience, the whole spectrum of human emotions. And I've experienced a lot of pain and trauma and heartbreak in my own life, and so I write about those things. And I have a song, it's one of the first songs I wrote. It's called Marriage Ain't the End of Being Lonely. And it's a very sad song about a young woman who gets married when she's 18 and finds herself looking back later in life, still stuck in a marriage that is very dead and very sad and very heartbreaking. And I sing this song from the first person point of view, lyrically. And it's not my story, it's a story that I made up. But it's a story that I made up in order to tell a truth about moments of sadness and loneliness in my own life and in my own marriage. Anybody who's been in a long-term partnership or marriage can understand those feelings. And I got some advice from someone in the music business who said, you know, this is a really sad and beautiful song. It's too difficult for me to hear you sing it from the first person perspective. You should write it as a third person narrator, because it's too hard to see a pretty girl sing such a sad song. And I politely thanked him for his advice, and I said, actually, that's exactly what I'm going for. I've thought through this. And I loved Malin Pedersen's video for this campaign, which if you haven't watched, you should go watch. She talks about how people often think they are coming to her with fresh advice, something she hasn't thought about, as if she's not making her own conscious decisions. We think about these things a lot as women. We think about these things over and over and over again. Lyric choices, music choices, who's going to be in our band, what feels safe, what will we wear on stage. We're constantly thinking about these things. And so I made a very conscious choice to sing that song in the first person because it was true for me. Heartbreak is true for me. And so a way in which I've worked to be my courageous self in the music business is to continue to sing songs that really reflect the actual human experience of being a woman, which includes trauma and includes danger and oftentimes abuse. And I have a song about sexual assault, about my own experience as a survivor. I've not shied away from those things because people will often expect a young, pretty girl to just be entertainment on stage. And I'm here for more than that. So thank you so much, Michaela Ann, for asking me to be a part of this campaign. You guys be sure to stream If I Wanted Your Opinion. It's an amazing song. And support this campaign and stay well out there.